Good afternoon and welcome to ServiceFM Stadium for the 2025 WNPL and WSL Cup Final between West Adelaide and Football SA NTC as the two teams walk out, both in their traditional kit, West Adelaide in the blue and white, led out there by their captain Nicole Blackett, and NTC in the all-red. Captaining today is Anastasia Simic. My name's Paul Marcachitti. Glad that you can join this broadcast, and I'm joined as with co-commentator Matilda Comley. Matilda, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for having me. This is such an exciting game to be a part of. Even though I'm not out there playing, it's fantastic to even be a part of it, commentating here today.
Yes, it is an absolutely fantastic game and a fantastic occasion. And I should mention, of course, that you won this trophy in 2021 with Salisbury Inter, runner-up in 2023, but player of the match in a losing side, and very much a fixture that you know very, very well.
100%. I've been in this situation many, many times, so having the understanding what those feelings that these girls might be having today, the nerves, the excitement, just the feeling, the rush that you're going to get, just seeing the cup, being out there, being in front of the crowd, it's something so unrivaled and so unreal.
All right, we'll just pause now for the playing of the Australian national anthem. We are just 5 minutes away from kick-off of the final of the 2025 WNPL and WSL Cup here at ServiceFM Stadium between West Adelaide and Football SA NTC. Now, down on the boundary, we have David Grant. David, what's it like out there at the moment?
Oh, yeah, well, the crowd has certainly built up, and there's a little bit of an air of anticipation, I would say. I had a little walk around the pitch earlier on, and it is quite firm underground, despite the amount of rain we've had through the week, but certainly very exciting, and I feel quite lucky to have this gig.
Oh, we think we're lucky to have the dulcet tones of David Grant as well today. We will just go through the lineups very quickly as we believe they'll be on the field. West Adelaide in goals, Erin Murphy, a back four from left to right, Laura Johns, Vic Costanzo, Gemma McFarlane and Emily Hodgson. In midfield, Maddie Wright, Abby Burns and Harriet Burnett, and up forward, the captain Nicole Blackett, Nina Yamada and Georgia Macri. They're coached by Costa Yarich. The starting 11 for Football SA NTC. In goals, it's Alona Maleg. The back four from left to right, Piper Cosgrove, Captain Anastasia Simic, Sian Dewey and Annalise Simpson. In midfield, Stella Vicherek, Lily Barber and Maeve Nicholas. And up forward, Marley Donsberg, Miley Grigg and Sienna Calvinese. And of course, NTC are coached by Michele Lastella. The referee today out in the middle is Ellie Seaton, and the assistants are Alexander Diamond and Ibrahim Saidi. The fourth official is Angus McDonald, and the referee coach is Jonathan Hunter. And with just a couple of minutes to go, what are these moments like, Matilda?
You start to really feel those nerves. You're trying to settle in, trying to get your body ready. Mental prep is super important in these last couple of moments. When you're waiting for that whistle, you hear the countdown from 10. I think just the excitement starts to take over, and you absolutely feel a massive adrenaline rush. That's the biggest thing.
We're about to kick off. We just wait on the whistle of referee Seaton, and we will be away. Just waiting for the countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the 2025 WNPL and WSL Cup Final begins. And Football SA NTC trying to get the first ball forward. There's Annalise Simpson with the header, but that will go out for a throw-in. Do you have a quick prediction at all, Matilda, about maybe the final outcome or how you think the game will go?
Look, to be honest, I'm not too sure. Obviously, they played against each other in the most recent week, so you can't really predict too much because it's, as they always say, there's the magic of the cup. So realistically, I would love to have just an exciting game for both of these teams, but also for everyone who's watching.
Here is Simpson again, bringing the ball forward, but Laura John's in the way. Can they get it out to Calvinesi? No, Johns again intercepts. Here's Blackett. Wants to switch it over to Macri, and does. Macri with Piper Cosgrove facing. Looks for Burnett, but Simic clears for NTC. How about you, David Grant, down on the boundary? Do you have a prediction for the game?
I'm a sucker for an underdog, but it's hard to look beyond West Adelaide. But having said that, NTC did okay for the first 45 last week, didn't they? If they can carry a little bit of that league game form through into this game from that first half, you know, there's I wouldn't write them off, but it's hard to look past West Adelaide for me.
Okay.
How about you, Paul?
NTC, we'll just come back to that. What's gone out? I think that I'm going to probably say that it'll be West today, but it's NTC on the attack here through Miley Grigg. And can they get a good ball in? They do. Oh, and I think it's gone out for a corner off Hodgson. It has. So it's going to be an early opportunity with the set piece from NTC after just 2 minutes of play here at ServiceFM Stadium. Beautiful day for a cup final. A little bit overcast, but not much wind, and very much a good surface, good playing conditions. It's going to be Cosgrove with the corner. Players crowding in the 6-yard area for NTC. But will it get away? And the shot there by Miley Grigg is out for a goal kick to be taken by Erin Murphy. When do you, like, as a player, feel like you've just about settled into the game and it starts to feel like other games? Get those sort of early nerves out, perhaps.
I'm not really sure if I'm the best person to answer that, because sometimes I'll go a whole game with nerves.
Well, here's Grigg getting into the penalty area, but important clearance there. Good pressure early by NTC again.
Definitely got control of the game at this point in time, and if they can score obviously something early, it'd be fantastic just to keep that lead, but also you've got to hold it for the length of the game as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Barber trying to come through, battling in midfield there, but Wright has it there, and they've brought the ball from Burns out to Laura Johns, who's got a little bit of space. Back to Burns. Wanted to get Blackett going there, but that was well read by Simpson. And cleared by Maleg. One by Johns. That'll be Simpson's again. Here's Calvinesi. Simic. Maleg. Now Cosgrove. It is a good ball. They get Donsberg going here. Just a couple of West players come to hem her in. Here's Shanjui. Donsberg.
NTC have just got nice, clean control of the ball right now. Just making it Westies just work a little bit for it, which is obviously a fantastic start to have. And if they can continue this through their game, they're going to have some great opportunities.
Here's Nicholas. Tries to hold on Blackett's challenge, but Blackett's won it and wants to get Yamada going. The header on. Can it get to Macri? Oh, and they've just had to work it all, and Maleg's clearance has hit Macri. Macri, chance for Harriet Burnett, and saved by Maleg.
Heart and mouth moments there, especially as a goalkeeper. You don't obviously want any of those mistakes to happen, but they can in games, and if a striker's good enough, they will absolutely take that opportunity to score.
Beecherek just played it against Macri to win the throw there. And how have we already played 5 minutes? My goodness, that's just flown by. Now, can Nicholas get onto this? No, it was Burnett for West. Costanzo. Johns. Back to Costanzo. No pressing at this stage by the NTC players, just happy to let the West players play the ball around at the back, but now McFarlane might launch an attack. Looking for Yamada there, but that's cleared by Dewey. Of course, as we mentioned, these sides met only 8 days ago in the league, and it's a pretty good performance by NTC. They took the lead in the first half through Stella Victorek. They were still leading at the 70-minute mark, though coming under increasing pressure. But that player chasing the ball there for West, Manny Yamada, scored a hat-trick in 12 minutes to turn the game around. And undoubtedly, a player that they just can't afford to make any mistakes against or let have any time on the ball. Grigg tried to let that one run, but Abby Burns was onto it and put it out of danger. Simic. Back to Maleg. Gets it up the wing, looking for Cosgrove. Simic inboard for Victorek. Under pressure from Maddie Wright. One of many players who is in the West side that has been in the NTC team very, very recently, Maddie Wright. Maleg. Simic. Gets it back. Maleg again. And that's a good ball for Victorek. Oh, and she was fouled there. That's going to be a free kick. David Grant on the sidelines. Any early impressions at ground level from the benches or anything you've seen so far?
Well, the NTC bench are probably more vocal at this stage in these first 8 minutes or so that we've played. West Adelaide bench a little bit quieter, just taking it all in. But for me, NTC are playing nice possession football, and although they haven't made great inroads into the other half of the park, I feel they've enjoyed better possession through these opening few minutes.
Thank you, David. Simic looking to get the ball onto Maeve Nicholas. Maeve Nicholas, oh, and just for a moment, it looked like both her and Murphy hesitated, but Murphy claimed in the end.
I definitely think if Nicholas had just driven in a bit harder at that ball there, she would have gotten to the ball first. Definitely would have been a great chance on goal. That was a fantastic run through deep in midfield, and you could hear Coach Michele just pushing for her to make that run. It was fantastic.
She played a very good game last week, Maeve Nicholas. And really, until all of the NTC team found themselves getting overrun late in the game. Barber. Simic. Victorek, given a bit to do there, but holds on well. Simic again. They're trying to get Cosgrove going on the left-hand side, and Donsberg's there in support. West have won it through Macri, who now gets Burnett going, and a free kick's been given for the challenge on Macri right on the halfway line. Yeah, of course, and a lot of these players, both in the NTC side and a few in the West side, were in the grand final against your Salisbury Interside in 2023 when NTC made that grand final. So even though they're a young side, there's plenty of players out there in the NTC side that have got experience in this sort of game.
Absolutely. I think both teams are in this game for a reason, and they have been in multiple finals for many reasons, and they show the standard that they can play at. And they're all experienced in their own way, even though, especially for NTC, they're a younger side. But look, to the credit to where it's due, both teams are fantastic.
Macri, that's a good challenge by Cosgrove. Grigg. Barber under a bit of pressure there, but it's gone out for a throw to NTC. And just to recap that NTC have had a tough old road to the final. They didn't get any easy rounds at all. 2-1 win over Adelaide Comets in the round of 16, and that was after extra time. 2-1 win over Campbelltown, in which they came from behind in the quarter-final, and a 1-0 win here over Salisbury Inter with a late goal. So it was a great goal, but it was scored by Sienna Calvanese. And with just those 5 goals in their run here, they've got 5 individual goal scorers in the cup. We'll go through West's record in a moment. That's got them here. Just a bit of a stumble there by Burnett. So NTC will have possession. Simic, Barber, good pressure by Yamada and Burns, but it's fallen out to Johns. Yamada, good challenge, but she holds on really well. It is so hard to dispossess Nina Yamada. But finally, great pressure from Calvanese. Gets the return ball. Now, can Grigg make a bit of a run here? McFarlane covered it. And that's going to be a throw-in. West Adelaide's run, that's been full of goals, as so many matches involving West Adelaide are. A 5-1 win over Flinders United in the first round. That was at Kilburn. I'll just pause for a minute because Grigg's got the ball forward, and that's just gone over out for a goal kick. But a 5-1 win at Kilburn, even though Flinders were the home team, the match couldn't be played at Flinders' home ground. That was in the round of 16. Then a 7-1 win over the WSL side, Modbury Jets, in the quarter-final. And a 3-2 win here against Metro, a game that they had to come from behind in as well in the semi-final. There's Johns. Yamada. Burns has made a run, but Simic should cover that. The 2 number 6s there. Maleg got enough on that. Here's Maeve Nicholas, but Johns wins it. Free kick to Laura Johns. We've played just over 12 minutes here at ServiceFM Stadium. Chance with a set piece here. A bit too far for a direct shot though. And I think Laura Johns is going to swing it into the penalty area.
Great opportunity here for West. This dangerous position. If you can either get, Vic Costanzo or Jim McFarlane onto the end of this.
And it's just broken out to Burns, but Grigg will put it to safety for NTC. Of course, Miley Grigg, one of the NTC players that has already debuted for Adelaide United, as well as Sian Dewey and Alona Maleg. McFarlane. Costanzo. And McFarlane will try to bring it forward and chips it into where Burnett is. Maleg did well there, and that was cleared by Cosgrove in the end.
Leg's just putting back the grass that she's accidentally taken out.
Maybe also plays golf. I know she's actually also a very good cricketer.
Some fantastic players who actually are dual sportsmen, and I think are within or hidden within, I think, the WNPL.
Yeah, absolutely.
A few.
Now, West with the ball on the attacking right. Hodgson to take. Gets to Yamada. 2 players trying to hammer in. Yamada holds on. Barber comes to support. Still Yamada. Jinking her way through. And in the end, ended up tripping herself.
Just got her foot stuck on the ball there, but as you said earlier, just impossible. Her feet, her ball skills that she has to keep that ball at her feet. It's just, you're really going to she's going to draw a foul in such an important area, and I think that would be such a great opportunity for us.
24 goals in all competitions this year, Nina Yamada. Extraordinary. 21 in the league, 3 in the cup. And only 1 match in which she's failed to score in the entire season. That was a 0-0 draw West had with Adelaide Uni here on the second pitch. Here's Vicharet trying to find a way through under pressure, but has won the throw. Now, here's a funny old stat. The 2 of the equal top scorers for West Adelaide in their cup run are not playing today because one is Kelly Tataran, who scored 3 goals in the cup for them and has since moved to Adelaide Uni.
That's correct. I did play against her last week.
And the other is Emma Ryan. She's a sub today. They both scored 3 goals in the earlier rounds for West Adelaide, as well as Nina Yamada in this competition. McFarlane. Hodgson. Here's Maddie Wright. Macri. Hodgson. And Dewey got there. But here's Burnett. Right. And it's come out to Johns. Pressure's still on NTC. Blackett tries to give Johns the return ball. And it's back with Costanzo. And West just enjoying a bit more of the attacking at the moment. But that ball forward has found Elena Maleg. Any overall impressions in these first 15 minutes, Matilda?
Very calm. Especially from NTC when they've got the possession. They're not rushing it, they're not trying to force a ball, which is fantastic. And I can see West, and even in these moments where they can, they're trying to push for something. So there's a lot, as soon as West are getting the ball, they're looking to go forward nice and quickly, which I think in some cases is catching NTC a little bit unaware, but they're just able to, the composure that NTC are having right now is fantastic. And especially for such a group of, younger girls, the fact that they're able to do this, great standard that they've got right now.
Okay, well, here's Wright trying to get West forward, but now McFarlane's having to retreat and get the ball back to Murphy. Costanzo. Out to the attacking right and Macri. Now a chance to get Hodgson going as well. This is a good move. Hodgson taking on Simic. Hodgson. Oh, and it's come out to Blackett. Oh, what an important interception there by Annalise Simpson.
That was a fantastic touch. Great initial save by Meleg, but that touch has just honestly saved NTC for a great opportunity for West.
Oh, Blackett was unbackable there just about, and just that great reaction there by Simpson. And Simic gets it back to Meleg. You've got to be careful because the players are lurking and Macri's won it. Yamada, Nina Yamada. Oh, it's a big let off for NTC.
A little bit of disagreements there between Simic and Meleg. Just a few discussions and a few quick words as to where the ball should have been played in that moment.
And you're just looking at the replay there, and yeah, it is a real let-off because Yamada will often score from that sort of position. Once again, they're just trying to play the ball out under pressure. Nicholas, they've got it out now, but that ball there from Simpson is going to go out for a throw-in.
Look, playing out under pressure is fantastic. That takes some guts and some bravery to really continue to try that, even when making mistakes. So, like NTC, kudos to them to continue to try to play the ball, keep possession, play possession football. But West is so clinical, and they will put pressure on you. So they may need to be just a little bit more cautious in those moments.
Free kick to West Adelaide there. My co-commentator today, Matilda Comley. Salisbury into goalkeeper and vice-captain and 2021 WNPL and WSL Cup winner. 3-1 win over Metro United that evening. That was out at Angle Park. Costanzo, that's going to go too far. No, it's my legs. That was Salisbury Inter's first senior trophy as well. You won the treble that year, but that was the one that came first, the Cup.
It was a fantastic year, honestly. I continually like to go back and remind myself of how great that year was. It was fantastic for all of us, and our team was absolutely amazing. Stacked full of great players who are now doing some fantastic things in other states and other clubs, but we've held on to a core group, and that's definitely supported us throughout our other seasons.
Oh, Yamada's put a little ball through. Burnett! Saved, but here comes Macri. Oh, what about that save by Maleg at point blank range? Let's look at the replay here, and once again,
what a ball! fantastic ball in by Yamada. And Melik, that takes some utter guts to just throw yourself straight to a player's feet.
Well, the danger's not over because here comes a corner. And it's close. Malik claims though. And one thing I think that sets Malik apart from a lot of the keepers that are coming through at the moment is just what you saw there. That may seem like a simple catch, but she really is so good at claiming crosses. And you always feel like, you know, even if there's a lot of pressure, that she's going to come up with it.
Definitely. I think she's fantastic, and she is where she is because, one, her talent, and I know that she's got some hard work in there as well, but also just her stature as well. She's got her height, she's got those long limbs, and she's fantastically strong on and with the ball in her hands. And I think that just, as you said, sets her apart from the rest of those who are coming up and trying to get into roles within WNPL goalkeeping.
And as a member of the Goalkeepers Union, I guess you're probably thinking that there's a lot of talent coming through the program at the moment. Mia Trimboli on the bench, and also in the NTC setup. You've still got Mary Dalpiaz, who played in the 2023 Grand Final for NTC. And you've got a couple of other good keepers, Mel Bosco, Topaz Pavlicek, and so there's quite a bit coming through there.
I'm shaking in my boots because I'm slightly getting a bit too old, and also, unfortunately, I talk about stature as a goalkeeper. I'm the shortest goalkeeper in the WNPL, so I know that when teams look around for a goalkeeper and they might see me, they're probably going to go, not her. So, yeah, but you know what? If there is someone who is absolutely, like these young girls that are coming through are fantastic. And they're pursuing football with utter passion, and I don't think there's anything else that I could want as a senior player within this league within Australia, just to see young girls coming through and just pushing for the best and pushing for their best.
Well, of course, the NTC program is all about that. Here's Donsberg, just trying to make sure that Hodgson doesn't run onto that. Puts it out for a throw. Burnett gives it back to Hodgson, but here's Nicholas. He's trying to get it through to Vicharek there, but Maddie Wright was there, and Simic sends it back. People just trying to get the ball under control. Vicharek does. Under pressure from Wright, but Yamada's lurking, so Simic is just going to have to go long. Costanzo. And Wright. Now, can Macri get going here? Good defending again by Cosgrove. Does well, but it's only gone straight back to Maddie Wright. Cosgrove again. Trying to find Grigg there. McFarlane. And it's out for a throw. We'll just throw down to the sideline where David Grant is. We've had just over half of this first half played. How is it from your end, David?
Well, both coaching benches are just offering words of encouragement. I feel West Adelaide have now settled. I think the first 10 minutes they were just trying to find their feet. NTC playing some nice possession football, but West Adelaide now settled. Interestingly enough, I feel that Annalise Simpson and Shandui have picked up Nina Yamada, but when Nina notices she's been picked up, she drifts off them really well and just creates that little bit of space, but not much to report in terms of what the benches are up to. It's all just words of encouragement and the odd complaint if they feel a decision hasn't gone their way, but otherwise all quiet in the Western Front, Your Honour. I was
going to say, it does seem pretty quiet down there. Thank you, David.
I have been told that I've got to keep you two in check with your dad jokes, so I'm going to red card you for that one, I think.
I don't get a yellow first?
No, because you've got
instant dismissal, mate.
Straight in.
I'm going to watch what I say. Throw in here for Cosgrove. We've played nearly 25 minutes in the first half of the 2025 WNPL and WSL Cup final. Still West Adelaide 0, Football SA NTC 0. Here's Burnett for West. Costanzo. Blackett. Simpson coming to her again. Blackett, good pressure from all the NTC players. That's surely going to be a free kick for the foul on Lily Barber.
That was quite, I think from my reaction you can hear that was quite a heavy tackle.
Yeah.
That Blackett just put on Lily Barber there. this is another fantastic opportunity for NTC, pretty similar to the free kick that West just had. Great spot, so if they can whip it in a great position and get ahead on the end of it.
So Sian Dewey's coming up to take, which suggests to me it's not going to be a direct shot. It is a bit far for that. So the players are, no, Stella Vicharek is coming to take, and that does increase the odds of a direct shot, even from there. Vicharek did score an outstanding free kick against West when these teams met in the league back in round 5. Straight into the wall, and the shot from Simpson, that goes straight into Macri. But it's back with Simpson. Vicharek gives it back to Simpson, and they're going to have to go back to Dewey.
See, Macri's a little bit ginger from that here.
Yeah.
Just walking a little bit to get the sting of the ball off.
Here's Yamada. And it's her football intelligence and her work rate, as well as her ability on the ball, that I think makes Yamada such a difficult player. She really is everywhere in her movement, and David Grant was talking about that before.
I hear maybe some changes in who your favourite is, Paul. The technician is slightly dropping in your list of favourites.
Well,
is that correct?
I haven't given Nina Yamada a nickname yet, so that's normally the sign.
Have you got any possibilities of a nickname?
Now, when one comes to me. I do love to watch players with those sorts of skill levels, as all football fans do. Here's Nicholas. And that's a good ball out to Calvanese. Can Grigg get onto it? Headed away by McFarlane. Grigg is still there and has one possession, does well. Calvanese leaves it for Simpson.
Great ball in.
And Murphy comes out and claims it eventually.
A little bit of a fumble there from Erin, but she has claimed it, and she's telling the girls just to settle. You can see her trying to control West a little bit. I think she's correct in that motion. She just needs to get control of the team, just to settle on the ball, keep possession and not panic.
Murphy will get a free kick there for Nicholas' attention. It's Costanzo to take. Costanzo played at a number 6 position quite a lot when she was with NTC up until a couple of years ago. Has been a regular centre-back at West Adelaide. Right. And good anticipation there from Simpson, who started this game well, I think. Calvanese wins the throw. Simpson gets on with it. And Johns is there, but good play there from Grigg. It's back with Weston Burns. And Costanzo gets it back to Murphy. Game has been, I feel like it's been a bit of a chess game so far. Still, teams just not quite found their top gear. Just still getting into the rhythm, maybe just sort of feeling each other out a little bit.
Yeah, I think definitely they're both just trying to find comfortable. Obviously getting rid of that initial nerves that they may have, but they're slowly getting into the game and building those. But to be honest, both teams are taking their opportunities when they are getting them, so it is still a very exciting game of football.
It really is.
We are currently in a case of an end-to-end game, but with some beautiful football being played, so that just makes it all better for a great final. And as a commentator, as a spectator, that's what you want.
NTC trying to build again through Vicharek. Barber. Back to Dewey. And all the way back to Malek. Of course, at this stage of last year's Cup final, West Adelaide were leading Sturt Lions 2-1. The Sturt Lions had taken the lead through Nina Yamada. And then West hit back with goals from Blackett and Lily DeCola, who's a sub today. It was 2-2 at half-time in that game.
That was very exciting. I remember being a spectator. It was very exciting. Yeah. Especially when it was, I think, top v bottom.
Bottom it was, yeah. And even though NTC are in the top 5, one thing that's worth, they're in 4th spot at the moment on the ladder, they actually do come into this game on what on paper is a pretty poor run of form. Just 1 point from their last 3 games, and even that was against bottom side Adelaide City. But having said that, and I mentioned it before, they played pretty well against West last week and were a bit unfortunate for the scoreline to be 3-1 in the end. Probably West did deserve the game in the end, but I think 3-1 was a bit rough on NTC because they put in a terrific performance. Well, it's 0-0 now, and that's all that matters in the cup final. But here's Yamada trying to change that. Just wanted to flick the ball past Cosgrove there, but it's with Maleg. Again, Leg has to be careful with Yamada in attention. Here's Hodgson for West. Puts the ball in towards where Yamada and Blackett are, but it's going to be cleared. Oh, not far. Abby Burns. That's going to be comfortable enough for Maleg.
Still an opportunity. Sometimes you've got to take them. I think anywhere outside the D or the 18-yard box, we've got players who can have an opportunity to have a crack and have a shot. I mean, that's how Salisbury, us Inter, got out. Sienna Calcanese took her opportunity outside the 18-yard box with a wicked strike.
Matt Cree, that's well dealt with by Sean Dewey. Header from McFarlane. Costanzo with the win there, but it's gone out for a throw. Burns does have a couple since returning for West Adelaide in the league, and she got them both in West 7-1 win over Burkalla. That was recently in round 12. Throw in now for Cosgrove. Trying to get it up to Grigg. Hodgson gets the clearance. Burnett, McCree, Yamada. That's a lovely touch. Burnett, and one there by Simpson. Vicharek's going to be able to get it away. Here's Grigg.
That was a very tough ball for Grigg to control, but she's done very well to come away with it.
And find Simpson.
Coming forward.
Oh, that ball just needed more angle on it, didn't it? To Calvanese, but Laurie John's got in the way. Burns. Being pursued by Grigg. Yamada. Johns.
West have just got a bit of momentum now and just coming forward. Great disruption.
And that's going to be a free kick to Miley Grigg. One of the youngest ever players to debut in the A-League W competition, Miley Grigg. Had not yet turned 16. That was at Marden. That game was played.
Very well deserved as well. Fantastic play.
Sean Dewey just waiting for... There's some discussion between the officials at the moment. Not quite sure what's happening there, but that's resolved. Header on there by Vicharek is going to go through to Murphy. Still 0-0. This is a game that we could have expected a lot of goals in, and they may yet come because there's so much attacking talent on this pitch. And these teams have shared plenty of goals in their meetings so far this year. Now, here's Blackett trying to get around Dewey. Dewey has it, gets it to Maleg, who's under pressure. Oh, calmly as you like, to Nicholas, and cleared by Simpson. Well, obviously it was 3-1 between these teams last week. And when they played in the league in round 5 here, well, it was one of the games of the season, West winning by 4-3 with a last-minute goal by Anna Pritchard. It was an amazing game, absolutely top level. Now, can Macri get onto this? Cosgrove for company. Inboard to Burns. Burns. Abby Burns puts it inboard to Burnett. Burnett, Macri. That's going to be comfortable from the leg though. But just some nice moves there.
You could see Yamada just sitting at that back post waiting for something to come through or slip through to her. And as well, Burns just in the middle there.
We're into the last 10 minutes of the first half. I don't think there's really been any stoppage of note so far, so that ball went out off Laura Johns. So I don't think we'll have any real stoppage time, maybe a minute at most, unless we have some more stoppages in these next 10 minutes.
It's definitely been a very free-flowing game. Not really much for Ref Seaton to sort of be in control of, so
yeah,
that makes for, I think, a good game.
So that throw appeared to go in and out, so it's going to be a West Adelaide throw now. And Johns has just been asked by referee Seaton to retreat a little. Throw in, won by Nicholas. Oh, and both Calvinesi and Barber went for it, and I think Barber copped one in the face there.
I think she did. I don't know if I think it was the ball or maybe a hand. She definitely got a bit of a knock to the nose there.
Here's Macri, Hodgson, Beechereka's track back, still Hodgson, and that's a good ball for Yamada. Oh, you would have put your house on that. The offside flag had gone up, however, but that's a big miss by Nina Yamada standards, and probably be relieved to have seen the flag went up.
That's a very similar situation to what we just saw probably about no less than 2 minutes ago, where Yamada's just sneaking at that back post.
Trouble here, Macri. Yamada's peeled off. Macri, Nina Yamada, what a save! That's an extraordinary save.
Oh my God. Oh. NTC's defence right now are clinically doing everything to make sure that West are not getting a goal.
Well, they'll be over the moon if they can get into half-time having not conceded with... Let's just have a look at the replay. Once again, Yamada, and it was actually Dewey that it came off, not Maleg. So, wow.
That's fantastic.
But West have a corner, and it's just starting to knock on the door, aren't they? In comes the delivery, and it's headed away. And Wright brings it back in. Barber clears. Only as far as Johns. Now, good run there through by Marley Donsberg, but it's going to go a little bit too far, and Hodgson will be able to see it out. Any frustration down there, David Grant, from the West side, not being able to put these chances away?
I think there is. I mean, they're not demonstrating that vociferously, but certainly they would be frustrated. I mean, I think but to credit to NTC, I think as a defensive unit, they've had a very good first half. As Harriet Burnett goes for that ball there. They've done very well in that defensive half and have kept West Adelaide quiet. I mean, Nicole Blackett's really had quite a quiet game by her standards as well.
Well, I did mention that Simpson has started really, really well for the NTC side, and she is Blackett's direct opponent. So that's one of the little battles going on out there, of course.
The other thing I would just quietly mention to you is that Greg has still got a slight limp as she runs.
Yeah.
After that knock to her calf.
Here goes Donsberg into the area for NTC. Donsberg has won the corner. And that's an opportunity now for NTC. We've been under a bit of pressure in these last few minutes. Could they turn that around and score? Well, that's an interesting point about Miley Grigg. There is a pretty ready-made replacement in Grayson Blischke if Grigg were to come off early. I think we'll see Grayson at some stage, whatever happens. But right now, Sian Dewey is going to deliver this corner for NTC. Grigg is just lurking near the penalty spot. And it comes, and it's claimed by Murphy.
That was a great ball in. Great ball. Great placement.
Murphy just rolls it out to Costanzo.
You just see Michele La Stella just having a quick word to the fourth official just about that little push that Murphy had there on Stella, just arguing whether it was a foul or not. I think was quite an exaggerated push, I would say. So, but I think the goalkeepers we have to do what we have to do when we're surrounded by players, especially in corners like that. We need to be able to put that ball freely. So sometimes you've got to put your body in first.
Laura Johns, Blackett. Again, Simpson comes through, and this time it was Calvinese that won it. Dewey, Calvinese, fighting against Blackett and Yamada. That's not a fair fight, but she's won the free kick. And NTC are just holding firm. 4 minutes remain, plus any time that might be added for stoppages in this first half of the 2025 WNPL and WSL Cup final. Hope you're enjoying Football SA's broadcast. Co-commentator today is Matilda Comley, Salisbury Inter keeper and vice-captain. And we have David Grant as our boundary rider. Here's the free kick by Dewey. Headed on, Johns. Her head has just gone backwards a little, so Calvinese will put pressure on. And it's going to be a free kick to Johns.
Starting to get a little bit more physical, as I think both teams get a little bit more frustrated in terms of trying to get their goals in, and you can just see it starting to creep in a little bit where the teams are just starting to push and push and push.
Vicherek comes to challenge and wins the ball off Maddie Wright. Still going, those two. Still going, and Wright gets it back, puts it out for a throw. Of course, they will have trained against each other many, many times in their time together in the NTC. And great little battle there. Oh, and that ball's come through all the way to Donsberg. It might still be in, but it's a corner in any case for NTC.
Great throw by Simpson.
Just interrupt you and let you know there's anticipated to be 1 minute of additional time unless something happens in between now and that point in time.
Thank you down there, David Grant. 1 additional minute is likely, with just a couple to go before the 45 are up. NTC have a corner. The sun's come out. Will it shine on this young side as they take this corner? Oh, and the keeper's call wasn't heeded, but it was headed away. Yamada, Dewey. Now, chance of a barber is blocked. But will it break to Calvinese? John's got an important foot in. Some good last minutes here for NTC. Now, can he even hear from here that the NTC bench telling Piper Cosgrove to leave the throw in to Simpson? He can get some distance on her throws into the area, but it's been cleared by Costanzo. But straight back to Simpson, and chance for a header, and it's going to be just scooped away again. Burns, Barber comes to challenge, but Burns gets it to Yamada. Yamada finds a way through traffic there. Blacker. Can almost see she's looking for that switch to Macri, but it's not going to come off that time. Such a move we see so often by the west side. Macri gets it eventually to McFarlane. Hodgson. Wright. Hodgson. Burnett. There's chances here if Burnett can get the ball in board, but it's gone out, and now West have a late corner.
Very good build-up play from West there, just working their way one side of the pitch to the other and working their way up that side, just through little touches, almost playing rondos throughout the pitch. And I think sometimes that's how you have to move the ball to keep possession to get closer to that goal, and they're just doing that really well.
Burnett's corner. Plenty forward on this occasion. And it's a little bit wider, and Yamada was there, and Yamada is another go. McFarlane nearly. Ball's been cleared. And out for a throw, and we are about to tick over into stoppage time here.
NCC in no hurry to get that throw. Just trying to get their breath, it looks as though.
Well, 40 seconds away from getting into the rooms with the score at 0-0. But might they just launch one last attack here? Now, ball inboard for Grigg, but Hodgson sweeps it away, and the seconds tick down. Throw in again for Piper Cosgrove. And it's been cleared. But here's Yamada comes and dispossesses Dewey. Can Yamada get something going at the end? She's going to get a free kick. And Dewey's going to get a yellow. And that's going to be, could be important in the second half, being on one warning there. And this will undoubtedly be the last action of this half. Costanzo to launch it into the area, and it's headed away. Play does continue though. Hodgson, and that is half-time, and an absorbing first half of football here at ServiceFM Stadium in the 2025 WNPL and WSL Cup final. The score is West Adelaide 0, Football SA NTC 0. Quick wrap up from you, Matilda.
Fantastic first half, some great possession football played by NTC, especially in those opening 20 minutes. But realistically, if we think about the stats that are having that we can make note of, NTC have definitely had more chances at goal, more corners. They've had more attacking opportunities, so it's been unfortunate for them not to put it away. Some fantastic last-ditch defending from NTC there. It's just going to make for an exciting second half.
Well, stay with us for the halftime entertainment. We'll come back onto commentary once it's concluded with the score. No, sorry, we're going to get some highlights first, so we're going to be able to talk through them. Here we go. And one of the early attacks there with Donsberg getting in on goal. It's been a very nearly case for both of these teams, but particularly for West, I think.
As I said earlier, I think it's just slowly becoming more of a physical game. That was a great touch away from Simpson there.
Yeah. As I said at the time, you would have put your money on Blackett in that occasion, and Yamada here as well. That was a big let-off.
She's had at least 3 clinical chances to put something away, and unfortunately it just has not been her day. And this save from Melek, just honestly, such a clinical and a brave save as a goalkeeper for her to do. I mean, she was named...
You're really putting yourself on the line when that happens, aren't you?
You're putting your whole body.
Yeah.
That physical side coming through there.
Yeah, no, she was the rising star of the competition last year, the whole WNPL.
Well,
and that was another Yamada opportunity from that Hodgson cross, but I think the flag went up on that occasion. Yes, but she was also at the NTC Awards, their own club awards. Well, there was that huge block from Sian Dewey. She was the player's player, so it tells you what sort of season Alona Malik had last year. Of course, that was rewarded with a spot in the Adelaide United squad. Okay, so we're just going to wrap up the commentary here, but please stay on the broadcast and we'll be back with you to commentate very shortly. Down to Johnny on the side.
It's trying to get over here. We are about to give away $1,000, all thanks to Direct Collect. We've got a big thing here. I've got myself and I've got a very trusty guy who is going to transfer himself $1,000. It is Liam Girotti. Liam, how are you feeling, mate? $1,000 all right? What do you do? All in this bin. Brilliant. And you're a footballing player, confidence, so a bit of confidence there, I'm sure. Listen, have you tried it on the park? Alright, we've got 3 shots, let's head over, let's go and do it. You've got 2 balls there, you've got 1 in the end, put it on the ground, and kick it into the bin. Let's see how you go. Oh, I don't think I can
Do you want me to pan, Jaden?
Brilliant. Congratulations, mate. High five. Well done. All thanks to Direct Connect. $1,000 for Liam, and let's see if we can get it $20. Well, there we go. We've got another one happening at halftime this game.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Left, puts it across goal, and it's in the own goal from Adelaide. The cross was too hard to handle, and Adelaide turns it into his own net. 1-0 to Metro Stars. The danger point here for Adelaide City is they can get some real pressure on Metro Stars, and there's a goal. And it's Owen Winslow who gets it as well. As they just set up, I was looking down to see who was warming up for the bench, and second was good from Nagel. Ticano now to Lowe Latanzio. That's an excellent touch. Lowe Latanzio! And it's a goal for Adelaide City! And an excellent one from Lowe Latanzio. He's 8th for the season. And he's back in form now, Simon. What a finish that is from Lowe Latanzio. Well, McNamara looking on again for Visser. That's a good bounce on it. Visser's away. Looks for the strike! It's Visser with a screamer into the near post, and he's got his second league goal of the season. The direct approach pays off for Metro Stars. And young Tom Visser with an absolute rifle into the top left. We were listening to the Metro Stars bench just below us going, Visser, Visser, Visser in the approach. After to the build, here's ball the corner. Patrick, almost scrambled, and it has crossed the line. Patrick John has scored. And it's 1-0 for Croydon. Taking everyone by surprise. 13 minutes gone in the WNPL here. Unspectacular goal, but one that's crucial. And nonetheless, here's Luca Trimboli making his way forward. Yes, Passia John. And Passia John's walked that one in. And Croydon have scored again. It's 2-0 now. And that is surely the game done and dusted. I can't see Modbury Jets coming back from that. Passia John walks the goal into the ball into the back of the net.
Here's a chance for Adelaide United. Tatu gets that shot off, and there it is. Finally a break here at ServiceFM Stadium, and a little bit unexpected there. It was off something a little bit messy. A bit of a scramble when that initial ball wasn't in contention. Riccio manages to find Tatu. There might be another chance here. Managed to get the shot off his left foot. And there's our flip. Managed to get it done on the inside side of that far post. Standard chance against the experienced 33-year-old. And Lani Tatu, what can he do from here? Tries to get past the player. Left foot. Ends up cutting it back. And there it is! Brodie Burkett. Just like that. Looked like it was going to be another quiet end to the game, but all of a sudden Adelaide United youth find themselves 3-0 up.
Which has put them in the position they are right now. Ball through. It's not a bad one for Trimboli. In the area, just putting it back. Needs the hit. It's a good finish. And it's a goal for FK Beograd. Trying to take the unselfish option, but again, maybe he just would have been better off going himself there. Just trying an effort on goal. They go again. A ball coming. It's a good header. And it's Anthony Trimboli. Sneaking in. Nobody knew he was there. Nice turn. Finds the middle for Konstantopoulos. That's 3. And Kristin Konstantopoulos finds the goal to make matters worse for Adelaide Croatia Raiders.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Attempted touch on there by Kabidi. Still with it. Here's Binyam Kabidi! A brilliant goal from a player with such quality. And it's nothing more to get Adelaide City up 1-0, 5 minutes in. Round 12, the WNPL. Here's Greco. Puts a decent ball through. Needs to find the centre. Finds a back post instead. Touchdown. Needs a hit. Greco gets the touchdown. Flicks it into the middle. Has the strike! That's a brilliant goal from Adam Martinello. Just before the break. Nice footwork. Making his way through. Trying to get past Meladama. Putting a ball over the top. And it's not a bad one for Luca Trimboli. Has the effort on goal. And it's a lovely little finish from Luca Trimboli. Getting it in at the far post from range 2.
Welcome back to the ServiceFM Stadium to the 2025 WNPL and WSL Cup final. The second half has kicked off and the score is football. I should say West Adelaide is the designated home team today. They are on 0-0 at the moment. That's West kicking from right to left as you see it, with Laura Johns coming in to make the cross, and Burnett, it's gone to Maleg. Yes, West in the blue and white, kicking to the left as you see it, and that's to the southern or city end here at ServiceFM Stadium. They haven't been able to break through so far. They've come close a couple of occasions.
Early pressure.
Yeah.
They've obviously gone in, had a chat about how many chances they've had.
They nearly produced one there. And they've still got the ball through Abby Burns in attack. Costanzo, and good challenge there by Blischke. Now Grayson Blischke has come on for Marley Donsberg. That's the only substitution that's been made at half time. And that gives another point of difference to the NTC attack, because Blischke will operate in a more central position, you would think, and Grigg might come out and play. In fact, as we see at the moment, Grigg is on the attacking left and Blischke is in the true number 9 position, and of course she wears number 9. My co-commentator here today, Salisbury Inter goalkeeper and vice-captain Matilda Comley, and here is Blischke getting onto the ball now. Has managed to keep it in. Blischke, Grigg's in the middle. Grigg! Oh, and it hit Costanzo's leg, and very fortunately, perhaps, just broke kindly for Erin Murphy.
Great opportunity for NTC there. As I said in the first half, it's been a bit of an end-to-end game, and I think hopefully we can see more of that action in the second half. Great win of the ball there by Maddie Wright.
Ball's been put in there by Simpson, but Maddie Wright has it for West Adelaide. Here's Macri. Couldn't get past Cosgrove. Grayson Blischke. Cosgrove gets the cross in.
Great.
Headed, it might come to Blischke. McFarlane's got to get it away and manages to get it out. But Blischke already involved in a couple of attacks for the NTC side. Has 11 goals in all competitions so far this season, Grayson Blischke. 10 in the league and 1 in the cup. Here she is again. Vicharek! Just wide.
Murphy's just pulled out of that, I think, knowing very well her positioning within the goal area. Smart, but also a little bit risky. I think the choice to maybe go for a goal kick compared to something out of the goalkeeper's hands is very different.
Now it's gone towards Blackett, who gets a good header on for Laura Johns. Johns now. Simpson will put it out for a throw. Burns. Burnett. And has won the corner. So West goes straight up the other side and have the opportunity to deliver a corner from Harriet Burnett.
West have definitely had more opportunities here through corners and I think free kicks as well. If we did have those stats, we'd be seeing that West just have a little bit more opportunity to get the ball into the goal.
Macri makes the run, but it goes past, and it's hooked in by Costanzo. And it's been finished off by Gemma McFarlane. Gemma McFarlane has broken the deadlock in the 49th minute. West Adelaide has the lead.
Unlucky from Maleg there to get the initial save, but just the ball's just come back out and sit perfectly for McFarlane just to slot it away. That was a fantastic finish.
Well, finally the set piece worked out. Costanzo, the initial save there by Maleg, but it broke for McFarlane, who, very unfortunate because the initial save actually went straight onto the post, and then it just couldn't have broken better for McFarlane in the end.
And that was a great flick on. Here come West Adelaide again through Blackett. Seems like they're just applying so much pressure.
Simic gets it away on that occasion. And, well, having done so well to stay in this game, NTC now have to get themselves back onto level terms, but they're under pressure here. And here's Macri, just miscued there, and that'll be claimed by Maleg. Well, McFarlane has 3 in the league so far this season, and now gets what could be the most important one of all, a goal that might just springboard West Adelaide to defending their WNPL and WSL Cup title. Of course, they're last year's winners, beating Sturt Lions 4-2, and they're going for their 4th overall. Won in 2014. West Adelaide defeated Adelaide City 3-2 that year. That was their first year of senior women's football. Also in 2022, again over Adelaide City, and last year over Sturt Lions. West going for number 4. Of course, NTC have not won a senior trophy. The day started pretty well for NTC because they won the Reserves Cup earlier on. But can they come back and make the breakthrough in this one, the 2025 WNPL and WSL Cup final? Lischke, for all the impact she's had a lot of the ball in these first 5 or 6 minutes, but unfortunately, from her and NTC's point of view, the only goal that's gone in went in at the other end. Thrown for Cosgrove. It's towards Grigg. Lischke. Up against Hodgson. Hodgson's done well, but so has Grigg.
Great
Grigg
steal
now.
from Grigg.
Hodgson comes back to try to defend the situation, but it's with Blischke. Still Blischke. Free kick. Hodgson conceded the free kick, and
Blischke's actually quite hurt from this.
Well, this is a problem because she doesn't look in good shape at all here.
It's looking like it's a collarbone or shoulder of some sort.
Oh no, please no. Just looking at the replay there. And just landed awkwardly there, and you could see straight away that she was showed the pain.
She is in quite some pain right now as well.
Yeah. I'll hope everything's all okay with Grayson Blischke, but it doesn't look good at this stage.
No, she's definitely grabbing at that right shoulder. This will be a loss for NTC because Blischke's just come on and she's just added that little bit of strength in their attacking prowess.
Yeah, you can see their bench, the concern of their coach, Michaela Estella there. And we just wait to see what will happen. It is, I guess there's one positive here from an NTC point of view. It is a free kick in what could be a interesting situation. You can see on the camera there, we just saw that the players were discussing what they might do. It was really just about the way she landed there on that right shoulder, and you can see there she grabbed it straight away.
It's never good to see any player injured, even when you're playing and against them.
No.
One, you never want to hurt someone, and two, you never obviously want to be the person that's hurt, but even just watching, it's so unfortunate to see.
Seeing the replay of the goal there, and Maleg saving Costanzo's initial effort. The two centre-backs, Costanzo with the first go, and that came back off the post after Maleg's save. And then McFarlane following in. Ball really did sit nicely, and McFarlane made no mistake to give West the lead. So So what will happen is the NTC players have come to the bench. The West players are just in the penalty area waiting to really, because the next thing they're going to do is defend a free kick.
Just saw Blackett go and talk to assistant coach Robson Burnett there, who's a bit of their free kick specialist in terms of how to defend this opportunity that NTC have. But obviously we're just waiting for Bushki to see how she's feeling. So she's getting movement.
Might just see if we can check in with David Grant down there. Have you heard anything from down there about the situation with this injury?
No, not at all. Hushed silence really has descended upon not just the bench and the squad, but across the crowd as well. I almost feel like I should be speaking in a whisper. She's certainly in a lot of distress, but she's back up on her feet.
She's on her feet, so that's good. Yeah.
And just on Blishki, she was brought on before the half started to do some warm-ups just before the second half started. So the plan was very early on, I think, was to bring her on at the break. And as Matilda mentioned earlier on, I think she's had a real impact. So I guess we'll know in the next few minutes how she goes. But shoulder injuries are a hard one. You just don't know what the extent is or what the impact is anyway, as NTC now prepare for this free kick.
Yeah, well, it's going to be Vicharek, as we would expect. Blishki has not yet been substituted off. I think they're going to wait and see because she's just in the hands of the trainer at the moment. But Stella Vicharek can absolutely strike from these positions. Scored against West, as we mentioned, from a free kick earlier this season. Here goes Vicharek. And, just spilled, but taken on the second attempt by Erin Murphy.
Erin had set her wall probably a little bit further left than maybe what was expected, and I think that's maybe the direction that Robson Burnett gave. Blishki is now back on.
Yeah.
She's moving.
Let's see how she moves in these first few minutes since coming back. There's Hodgson putting the ball forward towards Yamada, but it bounces over Yamada. Nicholas gets it back to Jewel. Malay. Simic. It's big pressure here from West, but Simic just gets it out to Vicharek, who gets it to Cosgrove. Cosgrove, and Blishki just had to hold the run there. And so Hodgson was able to take possession. Also noticed that on the pictures that Lily DeCola and Leah Notto were being spoken to by West coach Costa Jaric in a way that suggested that maybe he's thinking about bringing them on at some point. And, well,
just a knock or a hit to the back of the head in that challenge there.
Yeah,
for
Laura Johns.
I might note that just in a little bit of play back maybe a moment ago, Blishki stopped running and grabbed at her right shoulder. So she's obviously still in a little bit of discomfort.
She's still holding it now, actually. You can't see it on your screen, but we can see Grayson Blishki.
Oh, yes, that tackle there on Laura Johns was quite just in her upper back. Ooh.
Yeah, well, that would have rattled a bit. Well, game's being played for real, if there was ever any doubt about that.
Physicality is definitely starting to come into play.
Here's Macri. Over for Hodgson, who's overlapped. Under pressure from Cosgrove. Throw in. Throw in now. Should be cleared, and is. Comes out to Grigg, but it's going to be another West throw. Hodgson to take. Towards Yamada. Barber trying to get the ball off Yamada. Crossed by Macri, that's easy enough from the leg. And now can release Calvanese on the attacking right. Back to Julie. Can get it out to Nicholas, but the header was won for West by Burns. It's going to be a free kick again, this time to Calvanese.
Seaton just having a couple of words there which seem to be a bit disagreed with, but that physical side is just starting to come to play more and more and more as we go in deeper into this game.
Blischke.
Oh
no. Well, it's unfortunately, I think that's going to be the end of the afternoon, because that occurred just as she was
not even any
moving.
Physical contact.
Yeah.
There, Paul. Just
looking at that there, and just as she was controlling the ball, and unfortunately, it's so sad to see, and I hope it's not a long-term injury, but Grayson Blischke will be replaced by Elena Vega.
Substitution for WSL coming off, number 9. Grayson Blischke, replaced number 15, Elena Vega.
You can see the emotion on Grayson's face. I know that we have a perfect view here, but she's just so disappointed.
Yeah. I
think obviously it's not in herself, but just injuries are so unfortunate to happen, and sometimes they're very uncontrollable in games, and that the way that she fell was just one of them, and unfortunately it's just too painful to continue. So we wish her all the best, and hopefully it's not anything serious, especially since NTC are travelling next week to the national championships.
Yeah. Now, advantage has been played here, and the cross has gone in. Oh, in fact, it ended up turning into a shot by Piper Cosgrove there, just over the bar. But it's a big blow, because, well, Grayson Blischke is a game changer, the sort of player that can really make things happen. And nevertheless, it's worth noting that Elena Vega is actually NTC's top scorer, second top scorer in the league, the top scorer behind Blischke, and has 6 so far this season. So a handy sub to bring on. Yamada was fouled there, but play's allowed to continue. And she's hobbling a little bit as well. Johns, Blackett tries to take on Simpson. This time Blackett gets around, and Burnett! Oh, Simic got in the way. Another good block by the NTC defence. Simpson, Grigg, Calvanese, Yamada there to challenge, but Calvanese will win it and get it back to Simpson. Dewey to Simic, to Cosgrove. Can they build here?
Macquarie's hunting her down. And just
think fouled her as well.
Yeah. But determination from Macquarie. She's come across and hunted Piper down just to get in that ball again.
Has some history in this fixture, Georgia Macquarie. Won it with Fulham United back in 2016 and scored 2 goals that evening when Fulham beat Adelaide City 3-2. Also scored in 2019. That was a less joyous occasion for her because she was in the west side that lost to Adelaide City 6-1. Now header away, and it's been cleared ball. No, it's only gone as far as Vega, who heads it back inboard. Cleared by Burns. Cosgrove
just aren't getting those numbers in that they need.
Can they do it now? No. Costanzo got it down to Maddie Wright, and she swept it away, and Blackett gets it forward to give Yamada a chance. Yamada wins the header, is one out. The streaming into the box is Burnett. Yamada, good challenge, Simic. That was really important, but it's a West throw. Yeah, just getting back to Macquarie. Also scored last year in the winning cup final for West Adelaide, so she's had a big presence in this fixture over the years. And could she be on track for another win? Here's Yamada. Turns, keeping the ball in. 2 defenders was enough in the end.
Yamada and Dewey just getting a little bit tangled up.
Yeah.
And Yamada coming out a bit worse for wear.
Well, she had already hobbled before that, so she might have got a bit of a knock here at the moment herself, so hopefully not.
Simpson's just doing some fantastic work.
Yeah, I think that last move there that Blackett got around her was really the first time she's managed to
have someone
to
just
get around
Simpson.
Yeah.
Both definitely Simpson and Cosgrove have absolutely made their mark in this final. Just been very, very good in their defending abilities. just on their fullback.
Now, can Burns get onto this? Still Burns! And it's still
Dewey.
Burns. Dewey with the block. This time Burns goes back.
Blackett.
And it's at the end for Yamada. The ball just wouldn't come down through. Vega gets it away. And NTC are able to clear. Hodgson now. And that's gone straight to Cosgrove. And here's Vega. Can they build something here? Oh, that's not what Grigg wanted. They just weren't quite on the same wavelength. Hodgson, Burnett, and just on that occasion, McCree misjudged. It's a really competitive, combative game.
Just the amount of limbs in that NTC box that have been thrown to just block any shot that West are having. That, as a coach, I think no matter what the end result of this game, Michaela should be so happy with you put your body on the line.
Yeah.
And I think all 4 of their defenders have at one stage thrown a limb in the way, and it's been fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Smith's there with a great touch across Yamada just to get rid of it from her feet.
Well, West are trying to extend their lead. They will know from games that these teams have played so far this year that NTC have got goals in them. 1-0 may not be enough. Now, did that ball go out? Yes, it did.
Yes,
so
yeah.
it's going to be a throw into NTC. Headed on by Vega, but Hodgson sends it back. Won by Simic. Grigg and Hodgson battle. Vega. Hodgson gets it back to McFarlane. Grigg is going to give chase. Murphy just had to get that away quickly. This might break for Burns for West. Gets it back from Johns. Burns. That's a good ball. Nearly got Burnett through. And
I don't know if she second guessed whether she was offside or not.
Yeah, she might have.
Would have still liked to see a bit of pressure from Burnett there on that ball and just maybe push Malik to maybe pick the ball up or something.
Here's McCree. And we'll take the corner.
Very clever there from Georgia McCree.
Now, I think there might be a substitution made here. Have you got any eyes on that, David Grant?
Yeah, it looks like it'll be a double substitution. Not sure exactly who's coming on. Maybe Lily DeCola. She looks like she's prepared. I'm not sure who the second one will be, but I think it'll be a double substitution. They've just asked to wait for this corner.
Okay, the corner is going to be taken by Burnett. Maleg, easily.
Just clean.
Yeah.
Very clean. Great hands.
And she goes long. There's only Eleanor Vega up there. And Hodgson's missed it though. And Vega can try to put the pressure on, but West have got the numbers and Murphy was able to get it out to Johns. Blackett. Johns. Inboard for Yamada.
West have just made NTC so expansive.
Now it breaks to Burns. Burns. And it came across the box. McCree can keep it in. Straight to Maleg. It goes long. This time at least there's 2 bodies forward for NTC, but it's going to be one by Costanzo. And it's going to break to Burns, or is it? Important clearance there by Simpson. McCree. Right. Burnett. McCree. Again, West knock on the door. And it's going to be a free kick to McCree. And I think that substitution is going to be made now. Here's Leonotto and Lily DeCola. The hero of last year's grand final for West Adelaide, Lily DeCola, will come on.
Second substitution coming off number 8, Georgia McCree, to replace for number 19, Leonotto.
So Leonotto will come on for Georgia McCree, and that might just mean a little bit of reshuffling. So I can't imagine that Leonotto will go to the right-hand side, but we shall see. She's a very versatile player, Leonotto. She can play anywhere.
I have a feeling that Abby Burns may even push in to that right wing position. And Notto may just sit in that 6 role. Just with her experience and her playmaking abilities, I think that she'll sit in that role and be very good in her defensive shape.
Here's the free kick for Laura Johns for West. It's gone in towards McFarlane. But Barbara's going to get control of the ball. And NTC are going to be able to clear, but there's Burns. Johns, DeCola with her first touch. And it's a good one over to Burnett. Inboard. Blackett. That's good. Yamada. Oh, just holds onto it. Gets it back.
Simpson was just caught in two minds as to whether to go to the ball or mark Yamada, and Yamada just took that. She was able to sit in a nice space behind. Fantastic ball from Simic there. Just not going to who she might have wanted, but NTC still coming here.
Vicharek trying to get Miley Grigg going. Grigg putting Johns under pressure.
Lots of body there. Fantastic work. Oh.
DeCola nearly gets it away. It's squeezed out in the end. Hodgson. Burns appears to have gone right, as you called. Here's Burnett. Liked her game today, Harriet Burnett. It's been involved. But Cosgrove, this time Hodgson gets in the way. NTC trying to keep the pressure on. Simic sends it back. Won by Burnett.
NTC just keep coming with these waves of pressure. Not really organised necessarily, but they're just seem to turn it up a notch. Just coming in with a bit more heat. You can see they're sprinting a bit faster. They're putting a bit more pressure on. Michaela Lestella just having a few quick words to Cosgrove there, just in terms of maybe some direction.
Cosgrove with the throw in. Again, that should be an NTC throw with Hodgson's clearance there.
That ball's possibly gone into the artificial pitch too.
Well, unlike in some standard games that we have during the season, there are people ready to throw on a new ball, which is good.
Thank you to all the lovely volunteer ball kids that we've got hanging around, and obviously all of the spectators who do also help to get the balls whenever they go a bit haywire.
Now, Nicholas trying to get that ball forward, but the header has gone out for a goal kick. Well, what do you think NTC need? And we're coming up, we've probably got just over 20 minutes left to play because there'll be some stoppage time. What has to change, do you think? Or does anything, do they need to just keep doing what they need to do but just do it a bit better?
Well, defensively, I think they're doing as much as they can. Maybe a little bit more cohesiveness as they work the ball off the pitch, because I think that's probably what they're missing. They seem just a little bit disjointed in terms of Malik gets the ball and puts a fantastic ball forward, but as we've just seen, there's either only one or two players up front, so it needs to be either the ball being worked up forward together, keeping possession, or if you're going to find that long ball through, you need to have that backup, that next ball. Who's going to get that next ball off the strikers, or it's just got to be worked a bit better.
Free kick to NTC there. Just reminded that my commentator today, Matilda Conley, Salisbury into vice captain and goalkeeper. Great to have you on board, and we are coming into the later stages of this game. We're in the 74th minute of the 2025 WNPL and WSL Cup final. West Adelaide 1, Football SA NTC 0. Gemma McFarlane with the goal that separates the teams. But NTC are showing that they can apply pressure. Can they turn it into a goal? Well, not there. With Yamada, there's a chance for a break here for West.
Harry Burns is making a great run forward, just separating those defence, but just running through them.
Notto puts it out towards where Burns is, towards the corner flag. And it's going to be a throw and hit the corner flag, I think.
Kept in by the corner flag. Doing some great work for NTC, that corner flag.
One of my favourite little quirks of the game, ball staying in off the corner flag. Here's Hodgson to take the throw. Burns offers and gives it back to Hodgson. DeCola, but good pressure again from the NTC players. DeCola tries to get it inboard. Here's McFarlane to try to put it into the penalty area. Blackett, but was won by Simpson and helped away by Nicholas. Costanzo just misjudges, but it doesn't matter. Goes to Johns.
I can see Michele just very close to the sideline there, just urging his team.
Simpson gets it forward, but it's the opposite number 14, Costanzo, that puts it out.
I don't know if they're going to do it on this throw, and I'm going to possibly eat my words, but most of NTC's throws aim for Nicholas's head, and she has been there to win majority of those headers. And in those two throws, I do eat my words because they both have not gone to Nicholas, but she's very good. Just seeing in this game and in previous games, she's very good to winning those aerial battles, and she's actually able to get quite a bit higher than other players and win a directed header that goes to her own teammates.
Vicharek goes with a shot. That didn't quite get onto that as she would have liked. It was worth a go. The ball just breaking there. We're going to have more substitutions. And Harriet Burnett will come off and Emma Ryan will come on. Now that will probably also mean a bit of reshuffling because Emma Ryan often comes on and plays wide. The speedster from the Northern Territory who has 3 goals in this competition so far. And here is Emma Ryan getting the first touch. But it's going to be an NTC throw. Cosgrove, Vega. Oh, and you can see what she was trying to do, get the ball to Calvanese there, but it's gone out for another throw.
That reshuffle that's happened in West, it looks as though you are correct. Emma Ryan is out on West's attacking right side with Leah Noto as the 6, Abby Burns as an 8, and Lily DeCola as the 10. And it seems Nicole Blackett and Nina Yamada also supporting Emma Ryan up the front there.
Yeah. Now Hodgson's ball there might break for Miley Grigg. Just sliced a bit there by Hodgson, but McFarlane's got it back to her. Towards Yamada. Simic won it, but it's broken for Yamada. Yamada has Blackett out on the attacking left, but that's going to be in the legs.
Yamada's just taken another knock there and definitely gotten up and gingerly again. But in saying that, it's not really wavering her performance.
No, not at all. That's a good ball by Simic, but the touch on was cleared by Hodgson. Here's Ryan. Yamada. Oh, save by Maleg. Great save again.
Great throw.
And Vicharek gets going. Can they do something now? Here's Calvanese. Under pressure though from Ryan. Calvanese battles back. Still battling those two. And in the end, Simpson gets it up, Cosgrove I should say, gets it up to Vega. That's going to be an NTC throw. You cannot question the endeavour of this young side today. They are really playing this game for real.
Starting to get a little bit vocal with both coaches' boxes. They're both standing, having a bit of an argument, trying to prove their point to referee Ellie Seaton. Just the intensity and I think the passion is really starting to show through West, with the understanding that they've got a hard task to keep it at 1-0, and NTC pushing. They are pushing to get that equaliser there.
Simic with the win there, but Hodgson's anticipated that well. Comes out to the attacking right where Ryan can give chase, but the ball is probably going to go out. It's gone over Noto. DeCola wins it, but won again by Vicharek. Now John's under pressure. Here's Grigg. Still going Grigg, but in the end it was cleared by McFarlane. Now it's just gone out. Simpson has the throw. Up the wing towards Grigg. It's going to be a West throw now. Johns to take. Headed back. Here's Vega. Oh, and Costanzo got an important interception. Might have been offside if it had gone through, but either way. Oh, Vega now! Vega! And it was just nicely guarded by McFarlane. Back to Erin Murphy.
Very good from McFarlane there. Very smart to direct Vega away from getting that ball, and Murphy just coming out and collecting safely.
Might get a update from the pitch from the side. Well, just wait a minute because Yamada's away. Could be here. Tries to get the ball through to Blackett, but it's going to be Simpson's. And back to Maleg. How is it at ground level, David Grant?
I would say that the NTC bench have started to become a little bit more agitated than they have been. I think they realise at times starting to become a bit of an enemy for them. 10 minutes to go, but they're certainly questioning more of the referee's decisions and having chats with the fourth official here at the side. So they've certainly lifted their interest and their intensity.
Hodgson with the cross. Ryan nearly brings it down. Simic. Simpson does well to get it to Vega. Sorry, it's come out to McFarlane. Costanzo, some room for Burns there. And it's just been cleared, and the offside flag went up. So NTC will get the free kick. It's 81 minutes played, and we probably won't have more than about another 12 or 13. You'd think there would be at least 3 or 4 minutes of stoppage time, particularly with that Blishke injury.
Somewhat that would give NTC just a little bit more of that momentum to just try and keep going. We've seen less of the ball down with Meleg and more pressure being put onto West's defence.
A couple more substitutions being prepared here down for NTC as well.
I was just thinking that they might start to roll the dice a bit with subs, and interesting to see what they do. Simic just manages to get the ball back to Maleg under pressure from Ryan. Barber, who seems to have swapped with Dewey for now, was trying to get the ball out to Elena Vega, and again Hodgson's in the way. Noto heads forward, but that's going to be Vicharex. Barber, Simic, Dewey. Gets it back from Simpson. And Dewey takes off now. Nicholas. Simpson.
A little bit more controlled here from NTC, which I think almost in these times you need to have that control and not just constant boot the ball long sort of game. But then again, football does not always have to be pretty, and in moments where you want to win, sometimes you just do anything you can. Great ball. Great battle.
It's going to be a free kick to Hodgson. And time is starting to, as we mentioned, become a real factor. McFarlane, who, if there are no goals scored, will be the match winner for West. Nice touch on there by DeCola. Just too much for Emma Ryan there. Cosgrove's throw. Hodgson wins it. DeCola. Good challenge again by Cosgrove. Barber, Vicharet, Cosgrove. Pressure's good from the West players though, isn't it? They're really not giving NTC much time on the ball at all.
The ball has very much been just in front of the commentary box and in front of the spectators here on this side. So Piper Cosgrove and Elena Vega have definitely had a lot to do in these last probably 20 minutes. They've definitely had to do some work. Great battle here.
Calvanese's done well here against Hodgson. And free kick's going to go to Calvanese, and I think that's the right decision actually.
Yeah. She was just pulled down in that last little bit, and when that was unable to get up.
Vicharet gets onto it towards where Nicholas is. It might break for Grigg. Simpson. Grigg. Oh, and it nearly came to Nicholas. Doesn't break for Vega. McFarlane with the big clearance. Simic, it breaks to Yamada, because of course it does. And Yamada gets it over to Emma Ryan. Will Malik get there? Ryan to score and has missed. Oh, that was the cup final. Surely won if Emma Ryan scored there. Malik was just in two minds.
Just a moment of possibly just a misjudgment of where the ball was going to go for Malik, and it just, Emma Ryan was just able to get through and just keep powering through towards goal. Just unlucky to not put that ball away.
Will West come to rue that moment. Nice
Great.
turn by Vega. Calvinese puts it in board, but Costanzo was well positioned for West there. Burns. Yamada turns. Blackett. They've got numbers forward now, West. And Blackett faced by Simpson again. Burns. Under pressure, but finds some space. Puts it in board. Nina Yamada. Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
So Sienna Calvinese is going to be replaced by Nicola Krantis. Now that is also going to force a bit of a change. I think what they'll do is put Krantis at right back and push Annalise Simpson forward. We shall see. Well, Nina Yamada, normally so unbelievably clinical.
That's, I think, about 4 chances today. 4 chances that I know that, I think both of us know that she internally will be just kicking herself for some clinical opportunities that she's had throughout the game where normal Nina Yamada is there putting them away and making sure that this is a West win.
DeCola, it's intercepted and Barber makes the clearance, but again, the numbers just aren't with NTC when they break, and they might need to start throwing caution to the wind because we played 87 minutes here in the 2025 WNPL and WSL Cup final at ServiceFM Stadium.
A free kick given by Nicole Blackett. So NTC's free kick just inside of their half. Are they able to use this? Are they able to get forward? Can they make a moment out of it? Those are all the questions that are probably their coaches are wanting to be answered.
Taken by Dewey, but Notto might win this and does. And finds Emma Ryan. Simic, who's had a good game. The whole NTC defence has really. Puts it out.
Or puts it straight into the West bench.
Is Gemma McFarlane's goal going to be enough to hand West Adelaide the cup for a 4th time? Or is there going to be some late drama here at ServiceFM Stadium? West winners in 2014, 2022 and 2024. They're joining some elite company if they win it for a 4th time. They'd be equal second on the list of all-time cup winners with a 4th win, only behind Adelaide City. Of course, Metro United have won it 4 times. Go back a long, long way. The now defunct women's program of Sturt Marion won it 4 times.
That's a bit history.
Yeah. And West are very close to joining that company. Nicholas under pressure from Burns. Holds up well. Barber. Vicharek. Simic.
Pressure here from West.
Maleg gets it away. Barber's header. Might come to Burns. Battling with Nicholas Yamada. Nina Yamada. Oh, it's just not been her day. And it's probably the only time it's not been her day.
She's had so many fantastic opportunities today. And, yeah.
Maleg sweeps it out to where Cosgrove is. Cosgrove wins it under pressure from Notto. Vicharek, Simic. We're nearly into stoppage time, and the ball is not at the end that NTC want it to be. Can they change it now and get the ball forward up their attacking right to give Nicholas chase? But Costanzo will put it out, but at least they've got the throw in the attacking half, NTC. Vega heads it inboard nicely. Grigg. Can Simpson get the ball in? That's going to be another throw. There's going to be 5 minutes of stoppage time. Now,
enough time to get something.
It sure is. And as we mentioned, the ball is, at least from an NTC point of view, at the end that it should be. Here's the throw from Simpson. Grigg. Simpson gets the cross in. Can it get to Vega? Vega. Handball is the decision. Now, late change here. Hayley Wellington, another player that was in the NTC team in 2023 that made the grand final. She will come on for these last few minutes in place of Laura Johns. Unless...
How many... Can you tell me, since you're very well versed in the players and where they've played before, can you tell me how many NTC players right now on the pitch used to play for NTC that are playing for West right now?
I'll do a count shortly. Here's Emma Ryan. She's not one of them because she's from Darwin. The shot from DeCola! Lily DeCola scores in the cup final again and wins it for West Adelaide.
Something out of nothing. What a fantastic strike.
And you talked about players that have been in the NTC program. Lily DeCola recently in it. Another one from that 2023 grand final. And she has surely won it now for West with a terrific strike at the same end that she scored last year against Sturt Lions. Lily DeCola has put this game surely. What a strike. She's surely put this game to bed.
It just fell straight for her. Great strike, great power. Far enough away that Melig could not reach that. That was a fantastic strike. Great finish.
Well, that is surely that. And once again, NTC will not be rewarded for what's been a terrific effort, but they're up against the team that's been the best team of 2025. And they just continue to find ways to win matches. They're going to win the cup. They may clinch the premiership as early as next week. And they are just hungry for trophies, West Adelaide. It's a star-studded team.
Vega now, twisting, turning, coming through traffic.
Here's Grigg. Wants to get the ball over, but that's going to be cleared by Hodgson, who's gone to the left with Hayley Wellington going to right back. Simpson, who's had a grand game, like many in red.
Great ball by Crantis. Last moment.
Oh, indeed. Header there by Vicharek. Erin Murphy just got to it. We're in the 4th minute of the extra 5. Murphy goes long. Yamada. This is Simich's. Will surely come now to Blackett, who's been part of West Adelaide Cup finals on many occasions. Twice lost in 2018 and 2019. Won it in 2022. Won it in 2024. And she's about to win it for a 3rd time with West. And however, Costanzo's just going to need to deal with this. Murphy's going to clear. West Adelaide are very close to wrapping up yet another trophy. Here's DeCola again. And that's a good ball for Blackett. Saved by Maleg. That would have been a bit cruel on NTC, who have really played their part in what's been another terrific cup final. but unfortunately for them, it's going to be West who carry off the trophy, and NTC will now need to focus on the rest of the WNPL season, where they still have a lot of work to do to get into the finals again. Nicholas, can they have a last shout now?
A few seconds left. Can
Vega.
NTC get something?
Vega wanting to try to find a shot, but there's going to be no charity from West. But now a chance for Nicholas. That ball is going to go out, and it's going to be a goal kick, and you might see the whistle is going to be blown once the restart occurs. All eyes on referee Seaton to confirm West Adelaide as the 2024 WNPL and WSL Cup winners. There's Murphy's goal kick, and there is the whistle. West Adelaide are the new Cup Queens. They've done it again. They've managed to retain the trophy with a 2-0 win over an NTC side that left absolutely nothing on the park. But a goal from Gemma McFarlane in the 49th minute and one from Lily DeCola in stoppage time means that West Adelaide win yet another trophy in their relentless surge for honours this season. They were well worth the win, and it's been an absolutely fantastic game. Matilda, what about that? How can you sum this one up?
Honestly, like I said earlier, I don't think as coaching staff of NTC you could be any happier with NTC's performance. Last ditch defending, throwing their body on the line. They put in everything into the last moment. West Adelaide just too clinical. Gemma McFarlane just picking up that goal in the first half, and then second half. And Lily DeCola just with that final strike just to hit the nail on the head for West.
Well, speaking of Gemma McFarlane, I think David Grant has her with him now. David Grant, take it away.
I'm with the goal scorer, Gemma McFarlane. Was that a day for you to remember?
Yeah, no, it was pretty nice. It was a bit of a centre-back link up there. I think kind of tapped the screen afterwards. It was nice. Good to get the win. Good team performance.
So, a highlight of your career this? Is anything else come up in the past that's matched or anything?
It's pretty up there. Yeah.
I felt both sides were probably fairly even in the match through the first half. NTC gave you a run for your money through that first half, but second half you guys looked like you had the better of the game, I think. And how did you feel the second half went, or even the first half for that matter? I'm excited.
Yeah, it was a very close game. They're a great team, so it was always going to be a challenge. But credit to them, they're a great young team. So yeah, it was always going to be a great match.
Well done. We'll let you go and enjoy yourself. Cheers.
Thanks, David Grant, with Gemma McFarlane, who put West Adelaide in front in the 49th minute on their way to a 2-0 win. And there was some symmetry, I think, there with David Grant, a Scotsman, interviewing someone surnamed McFarlane. But I think now, do you have someone else with you? No, we'll just wait to see if he gets another interview. You can see on the pictures there the West Adelaide players celebrating in retaining the WNPL and WSL Cup. And Nini Yamada in picture there. It's funny, Yamada was one of the best players on the pitch last year for Sturt Lions in a losing side, but today she didn't do the sort of clinical finishing that we're normally so used to her seeing, but she is on the winning side.
She is on the winning side this year, but yeah, I agree with you there. She had at least 4 clear shots on goal, clear opportunities that she could have put away, but unfortunately, as you said earlier, was not her day. But instead, it was the day of Gemma McFarlane and Lily DeCola just making that game for West Adelaide, and Lily just making sure that West have just sealed the deal for the Cup for the 2025.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was, unfortunately, I think for the rest of you in the competition, if that's Nina's not quite brilliant day out of the way, the rest of you are going to cop it. They're going to cop it over the remaining part of the season. Obviously, she has, as we mentioned, 24 goals in all competitions, even though she was not on the score sheet today. Absolutely superb player.
I think, honestly, both teams that are out there. Oh, David Grant has picked up another player. He's got an interview with Nicole Blackett. We're going to go down to him and see what she has to say.
I've found West Adelaide skipper Nicole Blackett. Nicole, how does this game rank in terms of your career? I mean, you're starting to win a lot of these sort of things as the time passes, but where does this one rank with other sort of victories and titles?
Well, it's definitely up there. I mean, we made ourselves work for it. There was, I don't know how many off the line and blocks that NTC managed to do. They defended really, really well, and we're normally a second half team, but I think we were pretty much a 90-minute team. We just had to keep going until, the results came.
I mentioned earlier on to Gemma that I felt it was a bit much closer game than we were probably anticipating, and that's no disrespect to NTC, but it took you a long time to break them down.
Yeah, like I said, defensively they're brilliant. They put everything on the line. Obviously a very experienced goalkeeper, Sean Druid, A-leaguer at the back, so it's not like it's an easy thing to do. So to break them down slowly and getting that early goal in the second half was so crucial.
I better let you go and have a little champagne or something like that. Yeah. When you go, cheers.
David, they're professional athletes.
Of course.
Well, West Adelaide are actually in action again in only 6 days' time, because they'll be playing Adelaide City at Adelaide City Park on Friday night. That'll be July 18. There's a bit coming up for the NTC players. A lot of them will be going interstate for the Emerging Matildas Championship this week. So they actually won't play again in the league for 2 weeks. Their game that was scheduled for round 15, which is the next round, will be postponed.
They play that midweek, don't they?
Yeah, that will be played on Tuesday. So they're actually going to play their round 16 game before their round 15 one. We're going to go down to Johnny Keko, who is looking after the presentations.
Presentation to today's match officials. Referee Ellie Stephen. Assistant referees.
So the match officials to be recognised first. I think Ellie Seaton did a terrific job today in the middle.
I think so. I think as a female referee, she's definitely started to make waves, and you're seeing her more and more referee and take control of our games. And like I said to you, I think when we last commentated together, I think that's fantastic. More women in the game, supporting, being around, being referees. You know, it's fantastic to see, and what she's done for the game, and obviously her sister playing for Adelaide City as well. I think amazing for them and amazing for women in football.
Now the NTC players are coming up to receive their runners-up medals. Feel a little bit for the ones, I always feel for players when they lose these games, but in particular the NTC players that also suffered the heartbreak of the 2023 grand final, which of course they lost on penalties, which you were responsible for, Matilda.
It's all my fault. No, and look, I think it is heartbreaking. They are young, and this will just gain them, you know, this will add to the experience that they have. And I think there's a couple of girls out there that I've coached prior, so seeing them even come this far in their soccer careers and playing against them also in games, it's fantastic. They have to take these moments as they are and just go, do you know what? I'm one of the best in my state, and I'm so close to being even better. I've just got to keep going. So honestly, as much as there is heartbreak, there is so many learning experiences from these moments, and they have to hold their head up high from today's game. And like I said, the coaching staff should be very proud of all the girls there. Yeah, and
they will have long careers ahead of them in which they will play in many more of these games, of course. And just getting back to Ellie Seaton, I've just been advised that she's panelled as A-League W assistant referee next season and did 4 games last season as well. That's absolutely fantastic achievement by her.
Congratulations to Ellie, because I think, like I said before, very well deserved. She's, like I said, up and coming, and she's been doing more and more of our games.
So Nicole Blackett has, I think, been awarded Player of the Match, and getting that award handed to her now. Of course, she will also lead the team up as the West Adelaide captain. Having to get through these celebrations just a little bit quicker than normal, because the men's cup final will be played at the conclusion of this award ceremony.
You can see the crowd is definitely starting to build for that. But, I mean, I'd take that as a little bit of exposure to the women's game, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and anyone that was specifically coming here for the men's final that saw this, I think will agree that it was an absolutely high quality and fantastic game. Really, really hard fought one as well.
Absolutely. Great game to watch.
Ellie Sparrow, great to see her. She didn't come on in this match. Was an unused sub, but she's had to come back from the dreaded ACL. So it's really good to see her out there and being able to win a medal as well. Georgia Macri wins another WNPL and WSL Cup. 9 years after she did it the first time.
She hit her 250 games this year, didn't she?
Was it 350?
350.
Yeah, I think it was 350, and she
apologies,
scored twice that night.
It was against me as well. Maybe that's why I don't remember it or don't want to remember it, but yeah, she's someone who's been around. Her and Laura John, seeing those two standing next to each other, they've been around the game for a very long time. So West just have that experience, and I think it shows.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because there's a real core of players, just like you have at Salisbury Inter with, players like yourself and Chantel Ryder and Mina Nishitani, who have sort of been the heartbeat of so many years while a lot of other players come and go.
Yes.
The same occurs with West Adelaide, doesn't it? Because they've got players like Blackett, Johns, Hodgson, and Macri. They've just been, Harriet Burnett, they've been part of that team since the late 2010s. Most of them coming into that side somewhere between 2018, 2019, and of course 2015, I think. 2017 in Nicole Blackett's case.
Yeah.
So
you are correct. I think you will see in every club, different obviously for NTC, but every established local club, there are those long-standing stalwarts of the game, of the club, who are there week in, week out for years. And unfortunately, we did last year see the retirement of one of Salisbury Inter's, Nicole Calder, which was sad, definitely sad to lose someone just as experienced as her. But to still have Chantel Ryder in our squad, and to see, like I said, those players, even Leah Noto, who came from Inter to go to West, to see them still kicking the ball around and being involved is fantastic.
Just listen to Johnny Kiko interview Nicole Blackett. Should be able to come through.
This was been amazing. We've got so many good players and girls that finally make a starting team, but those that come on at times like that, Luna DeCola, score a clutch goal like that, it means the most of
We'd like to welcome your coaches now to be presented with today's trophy, the Apex Steel WNPL and WSL Cup Final. Please make your way over to the table to be presented.
Sorry, just to NTC as well, you guys have been great this year. You're still headed to the final, so thank you for your efforts today.
Presented with the trophy for the 2025 Apex Steel WNPL and WSL Cup.
And here is the moment where the trophy is held up by Nicole Blackett, captain of West Adelaide, and Costa Jaric, their coach. Another trophy win for West Adelaide. They now have won this competition on 4 occasions. They've also been premiers on 3 occasions. That's what you get for finishing top of the ladder at the end of the home and away season. And they've been champions once. And we all know that they're eyeing off more this season, Matilda, and it's very much up to the rest of you to try to stop them. You did it last year in the grand final.
Sealed.
They are a very, very hard team to stop. Absolutely stacked with talent.
They are fantastic, and they're consistent. They're a very consistent team. They are talented. They are stacked with talent, experience, youth. And this moment, they have to relish it. These are the moments you love and you live for. Congratulations to West Adelaide. This has been a fantastic win for them today.
It has been an absolutely fantastic win. Seeing some of the NTC players are just not on shot, but walking off. They, of course, stayed to acknowledge all the presentations and the lifting of the trophy. But West Adelaide can now celebrate. I've got David Grant has now got West coach Kostajaric. Take it away, David.
I'm with Mr. Kostajaric. What an eventful afternoon it has been for you.
It sure has been. What a game, what a game. We knew it was going to be a brilliant game, and I think it really turned out that way.
Took a little while to break the deadlock though, didn't it? And once that deadlock was broken, I felt you were maybe the better side. I mean, Aaron Murphy was probably the quietest player in the park through that second half, but is that how you saw it as well? Just took a while to break them down before you kind of got your ascendancy?
Yeah, definitely. I think you could see that we had quite good control of the play, but I don't know what God they prayed to last night, because some of those opportunities that they stopped were absolutely fantastic. Alona Malay as well, some of those saves were top class, throwing their, like, you could see the will and the desire from NTC players to want to prevent us from having those opportunities, and it really made a big difference. It kept them in the game for a lot longer.
How quickly do you turn your attention back to league business? Because you're on a high just now, right? You've probably forgotten all about the league for the day and maybe tonight, but how quickly do you reset and then start to look at the league again?
Well, we're going to go back to Kilburn tonight to celebrate, and I'll let them celebrate over the next couple of days, but we've always taken the approach of taking one game at a time, so we didn't talk about today until after last week's game, and we'll do the same for this week. So as soon as Monday ticks around, it's full steam ahead.
One game at a time. That's a good philosophy. Well done. All the best. Thanks. Cheers.
Thank you, David Grant. Thank you, Kostajaric, and good to see Costa plugging the One Game at a Time podcast in that interview. We're just looking at some of the highlights of the game. There were many in what was an absolutely fantastic match. There's Harriet Burnett drawing a save out of Malik, and then that follow-up save to Macri from Malik was just outstanding. And here's that moment again. It gives you a really good view of just... That is a brilliant save. Absolutely brilliant. But here's the goal. McFarlane following in, and it set up perfectly after it came off the post. Just a bit unfortunate there for NTC. But McFarlane was the first to move when she saw that the ball was going to stay in play, and she scored.
Just taking those chances to score, and these are the games where you have to. Sometimes it's just a toe poke.
Oh yeah, and Emma Ryan there, well, gee.
Unfortunate miss on that one.
She really could have scored there, but that's what happens in these games sometimes.
And another
one from Yamada, who just, for once, her radar wasn't quite right. But she did play a good game, just some of those chances that she had where she would normally gobble them up. But Lily DeCola's goal there at the end, what a terrific strike. And she does have a great shot. It's not the first time DeCola scored like that from outside the penalty area. She is a great strike on goal from distance. And there it is, the moment of lifting the trophy for West Adelaide. Well deserved. Again, they have added to the collection, which is now starting to get much, much bigger down at Kilburn. Well, we've had an absolutely fantastic time. Big thanks to David Grant as the boundary rider today. He's done absolutely brilliantly. David, well done, and thank you, mate.
Oh, thanks very much. I enjoyed it. My first time, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
No, well, you might get the gig again, mate. I reckon
really?
You did a pretty good job.
Is that a promise?
Maybe we'll get some boots on you. You can test the grass out next time.
And well done. Thank you, Matilda Comley, Salisbury Inter goalkeeper and vice captain. Great to have your insights today.
Thank you for having me. It's been an honour. I'm very, very humbled to be able to commentate and continue to promote the women's game, because it's fantastic to be a part of, and it's fantastic to also help Paul, yourself, who's such a stalwart in what you do. You commentate majority of our WNPL games, and without you, we would have just us on the pitch with no entertainment coming through your dulcet tones. So
thanks, mate. The check's in the mail, or at least it would be if people still wrote them. But we're going to wrap up here. Thank you also to Jaden Betterman producing today, and everybody else that's been involved in this commentary side. This is going to be a very short break. Make sure that you come back for the Men's Cup finals through the Football SA channels. They'll be coming to you shortly. Have a great rest of the weekend.